Sarah Stuckey. This farm is Finca Laguna Verde. It's located in Monte, Costa Rica, and we have been doing regenerative agriculture for the past 7 years. We have started out mostly as a dairy farm, and we are now diversifying into coffee, gardens, tilapia, rabbits, and fruit trees. The transition process started with completely eliminating chemical fertilizers, also ivermectin, and decreasing the amount of inputs, mostly grains, concentrates, and also changing the grazing system, increasing the amount of rest period in the pastures, coupling that with soil analysis, organic matter, carbon and nutrient analysis in the soil, and more organic practices. We are not an organic farm, but we are slowly trying to implement more natural and holistic practices, eliminating chemicals, and also certification for carbon neutral. In our transition process to regenerative agriculture, we have faced obstacles in terms of peer pressure. People don't want to change or don't accept that you can change the way you do things. We have also encountered obstacles in terms of pricing of our products. Selling to a cheese factory means that our milk is priced at the same price that everyone who is not doing regenerative agriculture is receiving. That makes it difficult. Obstacles also include increased costs, especially labor costs. Moving to regenerative agriculture is more work. It is more work, and so that has been an obstacle. And also learning. This is a relatively new field. There is information out there, but each farm is its own ecosystem. And so you really have to learn about what works for you and what doesn't, and what works for your neighbor might not work for you. So it's really changing your mindset to start to have a production system that's based on the ecosystem. You cannot follow recipes. You have to really be adaptive and adapt to your ecosystem, adapt to your current context and climate, which is always changing. And so that's a big challenge. We work with, I guess you could say we work with the cheese factory in terms of our clients. The collaboration happens more at a level of the people who work with us, our workers that work on the farm. Regenerative agriculture is a process of constantly learning. So you have to really rely on all of your people that are working within the system to provide information on a constantly changing environment. You have to collaborate with the Ministry of Agriculture. You have to collaborate with your clients in terms of, as we slowly diversify our farm, we have to really try to figure out who are our clients, who's willing to support this type of food system. Here on the farm, we also collaborate with biologists. We have long-term studies happening on this farm in terms of number of bird counts, also long-term study for impacts of climate change on our community, documenting the changes in species diversity that's happening. We have documented altitudinal migration of species thanks to the impact of climate change. We also collaborate with educational organizations, the Monte Verde Institute, CIE, local universities that want to come visit our farm. We want to really become more resilient for climate change. One of our goals is to build back the ecosystem as much as possible so that we can increase our food production, increase the amount of biodiversity on the farm, and really start to have an ecosystem that can withstand some of the extremes that climate change is starting to provide or to show us as impacts on our local community. So we want our soil to be able to hold more water. We want to have more biodiversity. We want to be able to be more resilient. I think that I would say to people that want to do regenerative agriculture that it is possible. It's fun, it's exciting. You're going to embark on a learning curve that you never imagined. You're going to learn about the ecosystem, you're going to learn about the soil, you're going to learn about change the way you think.